Hi everyone, welcome to the 121 day challenge that I'm currently undergoing here at Masteries.com. Excuse me. Today is day 23 of my 121 days. And for any of you that don't know, I'm currently doing the weight loss Octagon body system. And I started out in the strong body system. I did that for 11 days. Moved into the lean body system, did that for 11 days. And I'm now in the ripped body system, which is actually not that much different from what I was doing in lean, except that it's half of the carbs that I was eating in the lean body system. So what's the rip system all about? First of all, I think it's really important for you to kind of see and understand these are the main things that you're going to focus on using the weight loss Octagon in the strong, lean, and ripped. Okay, so strong body system, get your body weight, whatever you currently weigh at your last weigh-in, times 30%. That's how many grams of carbs you're going to use. Okay, in the lean, it's your body weight in pounds times 20%, and that's going to be your grams of carbohydrates you're going to use. And I'm currently doing the ripped, which is my body weight in pounds, and I'm only using 10% of my body weight as grams of carbs that I'm eating. So I last weighed in at 164. That means I'm only eating 16 grams of carbs a day. That's it. Really not that hard. Give you an idea of kind of what I'm eating. I am a lot more chicken and ground beef. Adding in asparagus, having a little bit of sour cream, and some cheese. Those are mostly my staples, with some spinach, a little bit of lemon juice, and that's pretty much it. I'm not, not going too extreme here. During the lean body system, I did not have a reward meal. I didn't feel I wanted it. I actually preferred not to have it because I didn't want to taste the carbohydrates, the additional carbohydrates. So it was my choice, my preference. Didn't want a reward. I didn't want to have that treat. It was just, I thought it might make me crave some of those foods again, and I just didn't want to do it. So I'm staying away from it. So, this week I'm doing the same thing. I don't crave it. I don't want it. I'm in ketosis. I'm just going. All right. So what are the other things that I'm doing? This currently is week number 4 for me. That means I'm doing 6 workouts a week. So you basically take the week that you are currently in and add 2 to it. So 4 plus 2 is 6. That's how many workouts a week max I can do. Now, I don't have to do 6 if I don't want to, but I am. Also, the number of sets that I'm doing is the week number that I'm currently in. So I'm in week 4. I'm doing 4 sets per body part when I'm focusing on them. Okay, so I have my body parts broken down to 6 different exercises, 6 different workouts, for this week. And whenever I'm focusing on those muscle groups, then I'm doing 4 sets for each of those focused muscle groups. Okay. Now, when would I rest? So I have the option that if I want to do 4 workouts and then take a rest, because I'm in week 4, I do 4 workouts in a row, and then I can take a rest and then do the other 2 if I wish. Or I can just do them all together. So far, no rest. So we're going to see. We're going to see how that goes. I'm just going to play it by how I feel. And if I feel, you know what, I need a rest day, I'm going to go ahead and take one. Okay. Other than that, it's pretty easy. I just try to eat the whole foods as much as possible. I will use the Skinny Pop popcorn as kind of a go-to snack if I'm feeling snacky, and that's usually just for the sensation or the feeling of crunching into something like that. And that's really all it is. It's a mental thing. I don't crave it physically, so I don't have that physical craving for carbohydrates or anything sweet, which is really good. And my wife and daughter, we were out the other day, and they went and got these little ice cream sundae things. And while I looked at it and I thought, you know what, that would kind of taste good, I didn't crave it, which is, which is really cool. So if you get into ketosis, my thought is try not to get around that food, because it might mentally make you want to have, even though you really don't crave it, you just kind of want to have it because of what you remember it tasting like and maybe how it made you feel, or the hormonal reactions. So just a word of advice: if you don't have to have it, don't. If you want to have it, and you want to have within whatever period you're doing it, I usually say within a week. If you want to have like part of a meal, like a dessert, or if you want to, sometimes people need a whole day. If you need to do that in order to stay on track, then yeah, go for it. If you do it, try to push it off to later in the day if you're only having one meal, if possible. So sometimes people have a night out with the friends, so go for it, but try to make it reasonable. Try not to just let it all go. If you do happen to kind of be in the moment and do let it all go, then get right back on track as soon as you recognize that. It's not like, oh, all is lost now. I'm off. I can't do it. No, absolutely not. We're all human. We all need, certain things, and sometimes we might need to satisfy certain cravings, or we might make a mistake or whatever, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to live, okay? And we need to try to find that happy medium sometimes between what is happening in our social life and what we personally want to achieve. And sometimes just that little bit that might push us back a little would be okay, because it keeps us going forward instead of going, and then be like, oh, I can't do this anymore. It's too hard, and then giving up altogether. That's not what we want. This needs to be something that we recognize is a change that we're making, a transformation that's happening within ourselves, and having a flexibility and options. If you are following the weight loss Octagon, you're going to see it's very flexible. It's so easy, and you have all of these options to choose from. And believe it or not, this guy right here, the standard body system, is even an option. I know it sounds weird, but we have to recognize and we need to realize that, like I just said, even though maybe it's not moving us forward in the moment, it might help us to go back a little bit in order to move forward long term, okay? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It could be a wedding, could be a vacation, it could be, night out with friends that you haven't seen in a while, or just, you just feel like, this is really getting to me, and I really need a day just to be myself, or I need a night, or I need a meal, or I need something. That's fine. Just don't give up on the whole program, okay? That's the key. The key is you just need to keep going, right? Keep going toward that goal and keep focusing on the end result. And allow yourself a little leeway and a little slack here and there. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good thing. It helps us mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And, you really need to have that sometimes. So appreciate you guys for following me and watching along on 121days.com blog here. And really look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks.